Good evening. My name is Avis McKinley, and I am in EDUC 3343. And today's assignment, we will discuss the difference between misfeasance, malfeasance, and nonfeasance. I will also give examples of each one, the consequences of these, and how to avoid being misfeasant, malfeasant, and nonfeasant. Malfeasance is the willful and intentional action that injures a party, wrongdoing by a public official. Misfeasance is the willful, inappropriate action of intentional or incorrect action or advice, or the wrongful exercise of lawful authority, or a transgression. And nonfeasance is the act of omission, or something you could have done but chose not to, or the failure to act where action is required willfully or neglect. A first example of malfeasance would be a teacher giving a student a passing grade so that he or she may be able to participate in a sport, or a school official, such as a principal, that hires his or her brother-in-law as a janitor by falsifying his employment in order to pay him at a higher rate than normal for the entry-level position. Or if a teacher lets a student cheat on his or her test to pass that subject that he or she may be struggling with or may be failing. Those are all examples of malfeasance. Examples of misfeasance would be a student being bribed by a teacher so that the student doesn't tell that he or she was given the answers to a test. Or let's say if you hire a catering company to cater a dinner party, and all drinks are included, all food is included. On the day the catering company shows up, the caterers only bring the drinks, but you've paid for food and drinks. This would also be a example of misfeasance. An example of nonfeasance would be, let's say you worked at a daycare and you're in the 2-year-old room, and little Johnny decides he wants to climb up on the bookshelf, and you're standing talking to another teacher, but you're watching little Johnny climb up on the bookshelf, and you do nothing to correct his action, and the bookshelf falls over on him, cutting his head. Then you would be liable because you are the teacher and you did nothing to correct little Johnny's actions. Also, if you have students who are fighting over a toy, fighting over a ball or a car or something, and another student gets bit or hit or get injured, and you did nothing to correct the incident, and then that's an act of nonfeasance on your part as being the teacher. Now, potential consequences of these actions, you could be verbally reprimanded, or you can be written up. You could be placed on probation. Being written up will also go in your permanent work file, and you could be placed on probation. You can even be terminated from your position of employment if you're found at fault. And in some cases, you could even be held liable or be sued or found guilty of this. And how to avoid being misfeasant, malfeasant, or nonfeasant is really very simple. All you have to do is do your work, pay attention to your surroundings, keeping children safe, and if you're a principal and you're hiring people, you're not sure if you're able to hire family or friends, I would say go to the district, find out what their policy is on nepotism, and proceed from there. So that way everybody is safe, everybody is not in any danger of getting in trouble or anything of that nature. Thank you.